Pinpoint Weather on NBC5 News is brought to you by the Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe.
Hey, welcome back into Sunrise. Looking on the Manor Cam to kick off this Monday, June 1st morning. We're looking at sunshine across our area. A lot of that expected here for today. If you're just getting outdoors, temperatures no change compared to yesterday here in the valley. 45 right now. Wind speeds are calm. Let's take a look at the sunrise and sunset times, where we will continue to get a little bit earlier, just by a few minutes here in the coming weeks. Now, as we're getting closer to the summer solstice, and then after the summer solstice, we're actually going to start to gain a little bit, or should say lose a little bit in those earlier times. As you're seeing, by July 1st, that sunrise time gets closer to 7:40. The sunset time, well, we're getting a little bit closer to the latest sunsets of our season. And with that, we're going to gain about another 10 minutes from today through July 1st in terms of those sunset times overall. Again, as we get past the summer solstice, we're going to slowly start to edge a little bit less and less daylight hours. Now, in terms of conditions this week, well, we're dealing with much warmer temperatures for the next couple of days, and then we're going to cool off a little bit, still slightly above seasonal as we get into the end of this week. We'll cool off a bit more. Another front moves in this weekend, and all of these fronts that are going to be pushing through, not the best rain potential, but we will see some light showers and additional cloud cover. Mainly, we're going to see some breezier winds as we get into these next couple of systems. So when we look at the month of May, we see that we had above seasonal temperatures, even with the cool down to end out the month. It still only brought us down a little bit in terms of where we were expected to be, but we were still well above normal for this time of year with those high temperatures, and below normal with our rainfall. That is important. Even with that rain that we got last week, it only added a little bit. Again, close to half of an inch here for Medford. Now, in our eastern counties, a little bit of a different story, right? They had above seasonal temperatures that continued, but they had a lot more precipitation. You can see on Thursday, over an inch of rain. That did put them above normal for their rainfall, although most of the month was on the drier side. When we look at your rainfall almanac across the area, you can see three locations, three of our main centers into our area, weather centers. We have Alturas, Klamath Falls, Mount Shasta City. Those were above seasonal. Roseburg, Medford fell shy. North Bend Center still has had some major issues here with that rain gauge. Now, we look at our water year. All of us, besides Alturas, is in the negatives. That's unfortunate. And hopefully we can get some rain back in the forecast, but for now, it's not a good sign of that. We have the ridge of high pressure overhead. This is going to keep us toasty for the next couple of days, but here comes front number one. And as I mentioned, it's not going to be a big rainmaker for us. It will cool us off, but you're looking at maybe some light showers to push into southern Oregon. A little bit better shower potential is going to be a little bit further north. This is likely overnight Tuesday going through Wednesday morning. Not the best setup. In fact, looking over the next 5 days, again, most of our northern counties have a little bit better potential. Coos, Douglas County might see a few sprinkles here into parts of southern Oregon, but overall not the best rain potential here in the coming days. But we'll cool off a few degrees. We'll also get back into some breezy winds. You see, we go from 90 Tuesday to 80 Wednesday, lower 80s the rest of this week. Another system moves in this weekend that will cool us down a few more degrees, dropping into the 70s, and another slight chance of showers. But again, overall, not the best rain potential. We do see some breezy winds Friday and Saturday. We'll kind of see the same setup into our eastern counties. Low potential of rain, a bit more cloud cover, a cool off, and breezy winds as we get into the end of this week. Another cool down with 60s for this weekend. So a nice little drop off after the next couple of days. Going to be a bit on the toastier side. Northern California, a lot more wind and dry conditions, and that cool down of some upper 80s to lower 80s to end out the week. Chance of showers a little bit better for the coastline overnight Tuesday and early Wednesday. We'll see that even continuing into early Thursday. Again, not a lot of rain is expected for them, but another chance of showers as we head into this weekend.